All right, next. Worst sponsorships in YouTube history.
From Honey, a money-saving browser extension which ended up stealing everyone's money,
Honey steals from creators.
to FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange platform which turned out to be a scam.
FTX tried to hide billions of dollars in...
Isn't that Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy, and he stole like, what, 400, not 400, probably like 40 or 50 billion dollars from people?
fraud.
Here are 5 of the worst sponsorships in YouTube
Yo, don't diss Raid Shadow Legends, bruh.
history. Starting with
Don't diss Raid Shadow Legends, bro. That's my
Honey, which the biggest YouTubers
That's the best game ever made.
promoted as a coupon-finding browser extension
Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring this video.
that promised to help users save money, only for them to realize that the company was doing the opposite all along. The scam was first exposed by YouTuber Megalag.
We already know about this. We're fast-forwarding through this.
First
We did a whole video watching that.
Stop it.
But while Honey braces for the first wave of lawsuits, Yotta, a savings bank, is still knee
Never heard of Yotta. Have you guys ever heard of Yotta? Never seen a Yotta ad.
deep after the app kept people's money too safe. In 2021, Yotta introduced itself as a gamified savings app, offering a lottery-like system where every money saved earned a ticket for weekly prize draws. This appealed to big finance YouTubers like Graham Stefan, who promoted it on his channel.
I decided to invest an undisclosed amount, and now I can officially say I am a small owner in Yotta Bank.
As well as smaller commentary creators like Jake Tran.
Lotteries are predatory. They play on our psychology to suck us dry of our hard-earned money. But what if lottery psychology could be used for good? What if lottery psychology could be used to incentivize you to save money and build wealth instead of
Yo, it's kind of a good idea, though. That is a good idea. Like, I don't know what went wrong with the business yet, but the idea of having a higher raffle rate where you're still basically gambling, but in a good way, where it's like the more money I save, the higher chance I have of getting more money, is not a bad idea.
Well, that's where Yotta comes in. A savings account that pays you interest
Motherfuckers saying hi YouTube like they know this is going to be a YouTube video.
and prizes, giving
Chat really think they can see the future, though.
you a chance to win $10 million every single week.
But on August 6th, 2022, CoffeeZilla would release an expose about Jake's suspicious promotions, which included the savings app.
He'll tell you that lotteries are predatory. But then, in that same video, he'll sell you a, quote, no-lose lottery.
Play the no-lose lottery by pausing the video and clicking the link below.
Yotta really turned out to be sketchy because just 2 years later, Yotta's intermediary, Synapse, filed for bankruptcy. As a result, 85,000 Yotta users were affected, which CoffeeZilla covered on June 4th, 2024.
Over $60,000 frozen up in Yotta.
7,270.60 cents frozen.
$46,699.
It's been 3 weeks with no end in sight, and these people have mortgages to pay, taxes, bills, and quibbling about the middleman or the bank.
But is Yotta a bank or is it just a saving app? I don't understand. Like, Yotta was a legitimate online bank that people used.
Bank whose fault it is to miss the point.
This video is about to seriously change people's perspectives on financial YouTubers and the blatant lack of concern they have.
Why would anybody use this? I don't know. It also, now you gotta, if it is a bank and they're doing like lotteries to help people save money, you also gotta realize that when you put money in a bank, that bank is only required to withhold a certain amount of that money to then be able to return that to you if necessary. Okay, that's just how banks go bankrupt, is when a bunch of people come to that bank and say, I need my money, and the bank doesn't have it. The reason the bank doesn't have it is because if you give the bank $100, they're going to take your $100 and put it in investments, bonds, fucking treasury bills, and they're going to try and make money on your money, banking that you won't pull it out soon. And so they invest your money and then give you like a 1% APR return rate or whatever, and they fucking give you a shitty interest that doesn't even compete with inflation. So you're losing money every year. You're not losing money, but when you leave money in a bank, this is not financial advice. When you leave money in a bank, I always got to say that legally, not financial advice. When you leave money in a bank and it just sits there, the bank is making money on your money. They're giving you a very small share in interest if it's in a savings account. And that money that you're getting in interest doesn't combat the amount of inflation that is occurring every year that is disvaluing your dollar. So leaving money in a bank may be saving money, but if it's just sitting there, it's losing value instead of gaining value through, combating the inflation. 0.1% interest. Yeah, it'll actually be less than that. Are you insinuating that banks are also scams? No, I don't think banks are scams. But most people don't realize that banks are taking and investing your money to make money on your money, not give you anything and then give it back to you when you need. They're just a holding space for your money, but they're not just leaving it there because otherwise how the fuck would the bank make money? So they take your shit, invest it, make money off of it, and then give it back to you.
Remote.
And then banks can also basically always bank on getting bailed out by the government. So whenever they fuck up and fail miserably, a lot of the time the U.S. government will go, "It's okay, Junior. It's okay, Junior. Here's $150 billion." Or some shit like that. They'll be like, "Hey, it's fine. We don't want you to go bankrupt. You made a mistake, okay? You made some bad bets. I don't know how you lost the money, but you did. Here's more money. Pay your people back."
Unfortunately, as of November 2024, over
But then the government will come knock on your door when you make minimum wage and say that you didn't pay enough in taxes.
40 million
But then the government will come to you and go, "Well, you didn't give me my fucking $20 extra you owe me." Seeing that you did, I don't know if you realized this or not, but you owed an extra $20 in 2003. You never paid it, and the fees have accrued massively, and now you owe us $145,342.63. Do you have a checkbook? Are you going to write us a check for that amount of money?
$1 million remains owed to almost 5,000 customers. But while Yotta ended up freezing its users' money, Raid Shadow Legends' downfall would be about oversaturating the platform and lying about their aggressive marketing. Starting in 2019,
Okay, I've worked with Raid. This is the only company that I've worked with on this list thus far. So let me give you my take on Raid. Raid's marketing strategy, as how I've understood it, is that Raid wants to get as many new users as they can on the platform. Raid is a game that a lot of people enjoy, but they have a high drop-off rate. So they constantly need new people in the game to keep it active, but not for the new players that are also playing the game, for the highest valued whales that spend a lot of money on the game. So Raid's marketing strategy is that they'll get 1,000 people to go to the game. 500 of them are going to stop playing the game in a half hour. The other 500 are going to play for a while. Of those 500, more and more will drop off, as time goes. But they'll have 20 people that consistently play the game for years to come. Of those 20 people, 10 of them will spend thousands of dollars on the game. Hundreds of dollars on the game. Those people are whales. They're in every video game, every gacha game that you've ever played, right? Those are the people that they want. To keep those people entertained, they need chumps. They need new players. They need people that suck. Because Raid Shadow Legends needs those whales to feel like they're the shit. If they don't, they'll leave, right? And if it's all whales flexing their shit on other whales, the game doesn't work. Because then you have the same shit as me, so I don't look cool. But if there's a bunch of new players, and I have a lot of high-value stuff, high leveling, I have a really cool base, then I look cool, right? It's the same thing with Clash of Clans on a lesser level, but, I've played Clash of Clans since I was in 6th grade. I am Town Hall 15. When I started the game, the highest Town Hall was Town Hall 9. Now it's Town Hall 18 or 17 or some shit, and it keeps going up and up. They have to keep adding shit to the game to keep people playing it. It's still very fun. But part of the coolness of playing Clash of Clans is being the shit when you have cool stuff. Part of the fun of Clash of Clans is leveling up, having better stuff than your clan members, and going, "I'm better than you." And that's it. And that's a lot of mobile games. And Raid Shadow Legends heavily markets on that. All right, lock back in.
almost every YouTuber on the platform was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Every YouTuber is still sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a initiation into the YouTube realm. You know that you are making progress on YouTube when Raid Shadow Legends hits you up and asks you to do an ad.
Mobile role-playing video game.
Download Raid Shadow Legends.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
With these same ads popping over and over again, a smaller creator named Foco would comment on the situation.
Whenever someone gets sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, they turn into a robot and it always hurts to watch. They are just following a script and the same things are being said in every single sponsor.
Oh my god, somebody leaked the fucking...
Things are being said in every single sponsorship.
Bro, but that's not the influencer's fault. That's the ad company's requests. When you work with different ads or different companies, certain companies will request you to basically read off a series of points, and then some will give you more free range. A lot of them, I would say all of them, have points that they want you to check on, but certain companies will have more definitive language that needs to be used. They have scripts. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about this. I have never received a script from Raid. I have received more in-depth, requirements, but Raid has been fairly easy to work with, in my opinion. I have never seen them and gone, oh, this is asking too much.
Awesome 3D graphics, amazing storyline, over 10 million.
Why'd you stop working with G Fuel? They didn't want to pay me enough. If I'm being honest. I worked with them for, I still fuck with their shit, but it's like a level of being undervalued. Like, you basically re-up. How those contracts work? Like, if you see me do, like, a DraftKings ad or an ad for Raid or Raycon or something like that, it's like a one and done. Like, they pay me. I might see them again in a month or two, and they might come back up. Or there might be a multi-month deal where I do, a set amount of ads for them. But how, drink sponsorships work, like when I used to work with, Feel Free or G Fuel or any of those, is you generally, sign a certain month deal to work with them, and you have a set requirements of specific videos that you have to hit on, and then you still have your own affiliate link and money from that, but you have, a base pay, and then depending on how you perform, they'll remove that. And a lot of the time, it's also budgeting and what they're allowed to pay their creators. And so if it goes down too much, it's not even all the time my decision. I don't really know. At the end of the day, I know what I'm worth because of what the analytics my management runs. My management has set goals for what they charge specific companies to work with me. And depending on how much I like that company, I will go down a certain bit. And I'll do that with G Fuel, right? And I've honestly considered revisiting G Fuel because I really like them. But there's a level where, say on a YouTube ad, you want to get paid X amount of dollars. If it's anything above that, the requests are usually, there's more requirements, and that's good. And also bad at the same time because you're getting paid more, but also they want you to do more shit. A lot of the time you take those. You take the base deals, and then sometimes... Say you have, you say you're supposed to be getting paid $1,000 and a company comes to you and they say, we want to pay you $700. And you go, well, I normally get paid $1,000, but you like that company, then you might be willing to work with that company at a lower rate because there's something that you enjoy and something your audience might enjoy as well. If they come at me on a low rate and they're a company I don't like, I'm not working with them, right? I don't work with companies I don't like anyway. But if it's a company that I'm neutral on and I haven't really heard of before, but they just seem kind of like a bland sponsor, I'm not going to take 20%, 30% less than what I should be getting paid. How does getting paid work? Or how does your evaluation work? However many average views you get is generally it. Your average watch time, how many views you get, and your analytics on your audience. So specific companies will sponsor me more because I'm more integrated towards men. DraftKings is one of them. If I had to guess, I've never asked them, but I think DraftKings likes working with me because I have a very heavy male audience and men like sports betting more than women. So if I was somebody that had say I'm Tara Yummy and the majority of my audience is female, DraftKings is going to go sponsor Tara Yummy because women don't really sports bet often. And so you usually go towards the demographics that they want, the ages that they want, right? So I have a very high audience between 18 and 25. That's what a lot of companies look for. I have a very high audience average for people that are 15 to 18, right? That's also what they look for, depending on the company, right? Gaming companies want teenagers, but like, you know, the THC company that I'm probably going to work with, DraftKings and all those people, they want young men, right? They want people that are like 18 to 28.
Join now and get 50k silver for free.
This would also lead to a lot of memes mocking the sponsorship and joking about sponsorship requests, prompting Raid to clarify everything. Hi there, we do not sponsor. We cooperate only with those YouTubers who play our game and want to be our influencers. We do not pay money for it. The internet instantly knew.
Wait, what?
To be our influencers. We do not pay money for it. The internet instantly knew it was a lie. So when people say, before I start today's video, I want to talk about Raid Shadow Legends, that's actually their choice. They choose to...
Well, no, you can't even argue that because legally by the FTC, I'm required to say when somebody's paying me to do something. I've been reached out by a lot of companies that don't want to do that. And it's very, dude, there's big, I can't say names, because then they would try and sue me. There are big companies, I've never worked with them, so you wouldn't be able to guess. There are big companies that want to pay you to do ads, and it's very heavy on TikTok, especially music. A lot of companies want to pay people under the table to promote specific things and not say that it's an ad. And that's just illegal. That's literally... Like, that could get you in a fucking... Mainly the company, not you, but that could get you in a fucking bind, bro. To fucking promote something. Like, I did a song promo for Jack Harlow's song, and it was a good song, but I said, hey, I'm getting paid to react to this. I still gave my honest opinion, but I have to... That's why I always say not sponsored, because I have to legally say when I'm fucking getting paid for something.
Go off topic and plug your game? Other content creators, including some ordinary gamers, would also back this up.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, most YouTubers that I know, every YouTuber in the world that has a channel with at least one subscriber has probably received a paid promotion inquiry by Raid Shadow Legends directly or from a third party. Now, I've been receiving these third party even after I left Raid Shadow Legends with a fucking burn mark up the ass. Like, I literally goat-seed the entire game. And you know what? I still got sponsorship offers.
Although Raid tried to point out that they weren't referring to their advertising campaign, they just received more backlash. Seems like you're in the business of making mistakes as of late. Shady business practices and deceptive actions that make the game
and dude, the thing with Raid is their marketing strategy as well is everyone's heard of Raid. A lot of people haven't played it, but if you watch me and 15 other YouTubers and we all just promote Raid Shadow Legends and we keep talking about Raid Shadow Legends, at some point you're going to download it. At some point you're going to go, let's see what all the fucking huss is about. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Let me try it out. No, I'm not. Give it a year. Give it 2 years. Give it 2 years. One day, you'll go, Raid Shadow Legends, eh?
Casual game.
Let me try it.
Warranted an uninstall action on my part. In the end, Raid proved they're unreliable because of their lies. Much like FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange platform which promised trust and financial security but delivered fraud. FTX was first released in 2019 and instantly got attention in the crypto market. By 2021, the exchange made sponsorship deals with star athletes like Tom Brady.
I'm getting into crypto with FTX. You in?
I remember the Super Bowl ads for FTX.
And a lot of finance YouTubers.
I'm really proud to stand behind today's sponsor, FTX. They're one of the largest U.S. regulated
Graham Stephan's behind every single one of these.
cryptocurrency.
It's not his fault, though, dude. FTX fucking hit the gutter because of Sam Bankman-Fried.
Trading volume and daily users for good reason.
This video is brought to you by FTX. Go to metkevin.com/FTX to learn more and sign up to get free crypto every time you trade.
And even Nas Daily covered FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried's story, calling him, quote, the most generous billionaire in the world.
Sam is not a traditional billionaire because he believes in the concept of earn to give.
All right, I don't like Andrew Tate, but the thing Andrew Tate said about Sam Bankman-Fried, where he was like, I always get weirded out when billionaires drive like a 2012 Honda Fit and it has 150,000 miles on it. Dude, that's so true. Like, why you have, okay, I'm not saying you have to live like you're a douchebag if you're a billionaire, But if you're a billionaire and you're just hoarding that amount of money, why are you not spending any of it? Like, it'd be different if you were donating a lot of it and you're just still a fucking billionaire and you're, like, living, you know, frugally. But if you're just, like, sitting on fucking $18 billion, not spending any of it, and just living like you make minimum wage, like, what the fuck? This is like an obsession.
Which means his goal as a human is to make as much money as possible just to give it away. Earn to give.
But all of that would change a year later when FTX reportedly used its customer funds to address the company's financial issues, setting up its downfall.
It seems to be yet another lesson that you should not trust these crypto exchanges as far as you can throw them.
Not long after, Sam Bankman-Fried resigned as CEO and FTX filed for bankruptcy. As for the promoters, they were also sued for misleading investors, pushing Graham Stephan to release an apology.
He got sued?
Was wrong, and I'm sorry. I trusted them, but in the end, their parent company was not forthcoming with all of the risks, this being one of them. This type of behavior is not something that I ever would have expected.
Eva Nas Daily deleted his glazing video, but the damage.
I don't think they got sued. I think legally they had they were required to take the videos down. I don't think they got sued.
As for Bankman,
because FTX would be held reliable. Are responsible.
Fried, he was charged with fraud and was later found guilty, and as of January 2025, FTX had started to repay its customers. In the end, the FTX collapse serves as a brutal lesson in sponsor selection for YouTubers, a reality BetterHelp foreshadowed when its shady business practices were exposed.
Bro, I don't understand. I've never worked with BetterHelp, but I always see shit about BetterHelp, and what I don't understand is if they get so much shit, why do I see so many YouTubers still work with them? I don't know what they did, but I watch YouTube a lot, like more than any other fucking platform. Like, I don't really watch Twitch streams. I watch YouTube a lot. I see so many people work with BetterHelp.
On September 27th, 2018, there was an influx of YouTubers talking about depression and being burned out, leading a smaller creator, Memology 101, to do a personal investigation and claim that these were fabricated to promote BetterHelp as a solution. This drove famous content creators, including PewDiePie, to look into the inconsistencies of the mental health company.
So let's say you sign up for BetterHelp for a 7-day free trial. As soon as that trial ends, you are charged immediately with the full price of a month, $260.
It's $260 a month? $260 a month?
And even if you immediately cancel,
bro,
you are still charged the full amount.
That's like $3,000. That's over $3,000 a year. Or around $3,000
for a month that you will not use.
He would also look into the company's false promises.
BetterHelp also says that we'll find you an online therapist. We'll you just do this quick questionnaire and we'll find the right person for you. But in their terms of service, they also say we cannot assess whether the use of the counselor is right and suitable for your needs. So what do? They don't take accountability for anything. They make no warranty whether what they say is even relevant, useful, correct, relevant again, satisfactory, or suitable to your needs.
PewDiePie would also point out how BetterHelp diagnosed their clients despite claiming they didn't.
You have really questionable videos of YouTubers saying,
I suffer with binge eating, which I do want to talk to you guys about because I was officially diagnosed with binge eating disorder by my therapist.
Okay, who diagnosed you?
If you guys have ever heard of BetterHelp.com.
Well, I would go to say that BetterHelp was probably trying to prompt their creators to give personal accounts and telling them that they had to come up with some problem that BetterHelp solves for them. Because when you do an ad for a specific company and I go, I use it for this, right? I might use it for that. But they're telling you, tell the audience what you use it for. They're not saying you have to say this, but they'll be broad and they'll say you know, if you use this, we're trying to get you to promote this product. Say what you use it for or what you would use it for. But say you use it for that.
But the most shocking was when he revealed what BetterHelp was doing to its clients' data.
The cherry on the top here is that in their terms of service, they can share your data. And anything talking about mental health related, that's really not a problem if that's public information, right? I mean, the whole idea of having online therapy with an online footprint is...
Bro, you know the craziest shit is TikTok keeps promoting me these lung. This is so off topic. It has to do with data fucking gathering and cookies and shit. TikTok keeps promoting me these lung detox fucking herbal teas, and it's every single ad on my fucking For You page, and it makes me want to lose my mind. I don't like videos about, like, I understand I'm like a fucking pothead or whatever. I haven't smoked in like a while, and I don't like videos about smoking or anything, but they just keep promoting me these videos about like lung detoxes. And I always hit not interested. And then another company shows up that does like fucking herbal tea shit. Fuck out of here, bro.
This is a bad idea in general.
Though the BetterHelp CEO himself denied these accusations, the Federal Trade Commission accused them of misleading the public with these claims in March 2023, leading to the mental health company's required settlement of $7.8 million. Following the settlement in 2024, however, BetterHelp is now trying to make a comeback on the platform, urging Soggy Cereal to release a reminder that BetterHelp will always be the worst sponsor in YouTube history.
Such a shady and deceitful past tries to sell something as important as a mental health service that in my opinion is both overpriced and sucks. Yeah, well, that should be called out, and I think creators should be informed.
That was a good video. YouTubers who went from 0 to 1 million. That is not what Queso looks like. That is not what Queso. Is that Queso? I'm not watching this right now. We'll watch this. We'll watch this another day. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge these companies entirely because I just watched a 10-minute YouTube video from a fucking YouTuber about this shit. But if they addressed all that shit, then that's good. All right, count me down 30 seconds. I got to piss.